All right, what's up? We're live. Snuffing Torches, Survivor 49, episode 6 recap. Got myself, John Rich, and a very special guest, returning guest at this point. We got Saul back on. How are you? Thanks for coming back on. This is only our second live episode of the season. We've had to pre-record a lot of them and put them out.
We're live.
What?
We're going live.
Oh, we're live right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Did you not know that?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was going to say, they're always live.
Well, except for this year.
Yeah, true. Anytime he's been on, though, they've all been live. How you been, Saul?
Guys, that was a fun episode. I've been doing great. Thanks, Tommy, for having me on. John, good to see you. That was a lot of cringe this episode, boys.
What did you find cringe?
I'm with you on one thing in particular. I want to know if you have anything else.
Okay, I know how we roll on Snuffing Torches. I love Shannon, but holy shit, man!
I'm with you.
Several times with I was feeling Sage so hard, like with the faces that she was making. The scene where she kept kissing each other back and forth. I was just like, oh my god. And then Christina's my girl too. She's from Oklahoma. I'm from Oklahoma, but the whole Uncle Jeff thing, man, or Uncle Jay thing, it's just getting a little, I don't know, man. A lot of that going on this episode.
Oh, hey, at least she only dropped it once. The last episode, was that Jawan?
Yeah.
Used it about
I actually
times.
haven't even been bothered by that much, but I think maybe I'm just not noticing it or not picking up on it, but it does seem like just forced and like they're just trying to make something a thing just to get on season 50, basically.
Yeah,
I cringed every time I heard it, to be honest.
You never dropped an Uncle Jeff on him?
No, never.
I think this is the first season he's been called that, right? I mean, maybe in the past once or twice.
I don't recall an Uncle Jay or an Uncle Jeff before.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It must be something you think it's something that the contestants decided to do, right? That's how I've been picking up on it. You think it was like a direction from Survivor to call him Uncle Jeff?
No, definitely not.
Okay, right, okay.
I think it was just the players being like, they're all super fans, like everyone, like some people, they go by their last names. Everyone and I mean, you could speak to this obviously as well. So people want their thing with Jeff. Like that's a part of Survivors. You want to have your little rapport with Jeff. And this is them, I think, just trying too hard to make that happen.
What Jonathan used to say something. Big Jonathan.
You?
Yeah, he would call what would he call him? I forgot.
JT?
No, Mr. Jeff.
Oh, Mr. Jeff. That's what it was. Yeah.
And that was his thing. So maybe they're trying to do that.
Yeah, thank you.
But enough of it already. Enough of it. I mean, it's like, okay, we get it, guys.
Matt Crowley in the chat. We are live, so if you want to get in the chat, feel free to help us out. We'll do some questions at the end. Overall, some cringe, but overall, I think that was one of my favorite episodes of the season, just because we finally got a blind side and not clear vote. I've liked a lot of the storytelling, but I feel like this was the first true, it wasn't just the majority alliance taking out the person on the outside, or the people on the outside. We got a tribe swap, which we could talk about that. At a certain point, it's too many tribe swaps, but it did end up giving us this good moment. And I want to say credit to the Survivor editors. I thought they have done such a good job really since week 1, building up this Shannon versus Sage rivalry. Even from the first episode, you can remember thinking wow, these two don't like each other. It only grew when they swapped tribes. They swapped tribes again. They're still on the same tribe. It clearly was going to come to a head at some point, and it really came to a head tonight. And I thought that the editors did a really good job setting that up, constantly showing Sage's faces to the camera, giving Shannon this horror movie edit. At some point, I was if they change the background music from islandy to horror, this would be a horror movie. When she's I want to sleep under the stars with you tonight, she was scary. But I think that the editors, and I do have a bit of a hot take on the situation, but I'll save that for a little bit later. But just your overall thoughts on the episode.
I was going to say, I just thought they did a really good job, how you said with the relationship, building up Shannon's crazy. Because like at the beginning, I liked her. Like I thought it was almost like refreshing. Like, yeah, she's like a little bit of like this like yoga, like spiritual person, but she came off like, I thought like likable enough and just seemed like a fine, like, you know, normal person to be around. And then just every episode it got a little bit crazier, and then they really let it fly today. Like, and that's when I was starting to, I did feel like it kind of tipped me off a little bit. I was like, she's got to be going home, because they're really showing her, like the kiss scene, like the kisses that you mentioned, that was wild.
Or saying that she remembered that she was in her mother's womb.
Oh my God! Yeah,
she remembers developing sight in her mother's womb.
And Stephen goes, "Really?
Yeah, wow. Yeah. That was like a great acting job by him.
Stephen. Yeah, I bring it up later too. Stephen is very good at adapting to situations.
Yeah,
he's been great at that. But yeah, and just the fact that it was the last thing on it, the fact that it was Sage too, to be the one to call her out, because Sage is, you could maybe argue like a kind of close second as like weird, like quirky people. And I just felt like the dynamic between them was like, man, like even Sage, she like kind of comes off, and I think even kind of like admittedly, like, oh, like she was kind of a weird girl, was just done. Like she's
very quirky.
Yeah.
But she's also incredibly aware and sees things that a lot of other people weren't seeing. And she's playing this game very well. She was the alternate on my season on 47.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. Can you imagine not talking? Can you imagine being at Ponderosa before the game started for 5 days, not talking to Sage, only looking at Sage, and then you get to watch her on season 49, and this is what she sounds like?
Yeah,
that's very true.
Oh yeah. You had that funny story. I think you were telling me about that when you were in the office a couple weeks ago. You had the funny story at that Ponderosa with Sam, right? Who was it?
Oh no, that was about Sam calling me gay.
Yeah. What was that?
So I wore these pink earrings, and
you don't have to tell if you don't want. I thought
no. This is funny. It's so funny, John. This is completely off topic here, but I wore a pink sweatshirt and a pink hoodie and a pink San Antonio Spurs hat.
Nice.
We're waiting in line at the buffet line to get. I'm sorry. Before that, actually, Sam has a notebook and he's writing out everybody, what he thinks that they're going to be like in this game. And he goes, "Big Asian guy, gay for sure."
Hell yeah!
And then we're in line, and it's like Chinese food, and I'm right behind Sam, and I go, "Fuck yeah!" He runs back to his table. Nope, not gay.
Okay.
It's so good. And for people that don't know in the chat, that's when like they basically quarantine for a week before the game starts, not allowed to talk to each other, but they're staying in this Ponderosa where they get first reads on each other. And that's what happened this year, season 49. A couple people were caught like whispering to each other and got kicked out. But anyway, that was a funny story. Felt like we had to share that.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
On to the episode. We'll go chronologically here. We start with the tribe swap. So Jeff's basically kind of just like, we already have this challenge built.
Did you notice on the first like 5 minutes of the episode, Jawan is doing a confessional, and he goes, "We did it. We pulled off a blind side," and I'm like,
"Yeah,
what?"
Yeah.
You said I had to go like the guy who was going home.
Yeah, but to be fair, Jason was so out of it that he might have thought it was a blind side. We've been saying like we thought Jason like just played so pathetically near the end, like not trying to save himself. Yeah. Like the fact that he would just like throw out a name and be like, all right, that should be enough to save me. So I mean, it's crazy for Jawan to call that a blind side. It's like maybe one of the most easy votes in the history of Survivor. Right. But to be fair, there's a chance Kevin or Jason was so out to lunch that like he didn't even realize.
Yeah, Jawan does not have a read on this game.
No,
at all. It's getting a little bit frustrating.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating. I have in capital letters, Jawan. What WTF? Like,
yeah.
It's so frustrating.
So our new tribes, and I like Jeff was basically just like, we have a challenge built for 3 tribes of 4. Like, we're just gonna basically do it like that. I didn't understand. It really felt like they just didn't feel like building a new challenge. I'm as like putting myself in the mind of like somebody who would play. I think I would be anti tribe swap. So I don't know if you would agree with that. I just think, I mean, depending on where you are, obviously there's some cases where a tribe swap is great for you. There's some cases where it fucks up your game. I think in general, I'd rather not have that many variables. But as a viewer, as like a producer, I get why you do it. So you don't want to have easy votes all the time.
Yeah, I'm. It just totally depends on where you are on the tribe. Had there been one with me without Rome on the tribe, I would have been all for it.
Yeah.
It's funny too. Like if Shannon and Sage are not on the same tribe, who knows if Shannon's going home, because Sage set that up perfectly. But I love it because it makes the challenge, the immunity challenge. I don't know if we're going there yet or we're not going, but it makes it so intense. Like,
Yeah.
one of you 4 are going home, and when there's 4, it's just it's another level.
Yeah, and it worked out for him this episode. I think it ended up working out in a very fair way. Like as far as like stuff from the past, like the whole Shannon and Sage saga, like that came to a head. I think it worked out in a great way. But like for example, and we can get into how like they split up the tribes. If the yellow tribe would have lost, I would have been kind of pissed. Like if one of them had to go, those are just 4 people who I really like in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
They were doing well. They're in a good position, and then they just got like thrown in this random tribe of 4. I don't think any of them would have deserved to go home for that.
Yeah, and it's weird too. Like we see now that the merge is happening next week, so these tribes lasted like literally what, a day basically.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's going to be much loyalty of like. Remember when we were on that tribe of 4 together for 18 hours? So the new tribes, new red tribe is Alex, Sophie, Nate, and Christina. So there you have Nate kind of on the outs. Christina and Sophie are still together from the old yellow tribe. Alex was with them on the new merge. Then you have blue, which is Steven, Shannon, Sage, Jawan. So 3 of the old red members along with Steven. Then yellow tribe was Savannah, Rizzo, and Savannah, Rizzo, and Sophie, who were all together and aligned previously, and then MC comes along.
Right, like if MC went home there, that would have sucked. Like I felt like,
I think she would have got
that would have been unfair to her.
Agreed, but she would have probably been able to get the idol. But yeah, that's just general.
That's true. Yeah.
I think crazy the Christina thing with like medical. Listen, I know Saul like has played. I only didn't even play for 40 hours, and I walked away with a newfound appreciation for people who have played because I see how hard it is and how hot it gets and all that. But I mean, that's got to be one of the weakest medical calls of all time. She just got like a little overwhelmed that a tribe swap was coming and missed her family.
Was that what it was? It a panic attack or a heat stroke?
I wasn't even. I thought it was one of those things. It seemed like it was neither of those things.
Who's this new doctor, by the way? Doctor, what was his name?
I think this new doctor's got a fucking thing in his contract, a clause to get on as many episodes as possible.
She was. I thought it was like a panic attack at first, because like that would even like
Dr. Barry,
like that can happen in situations where like aren't even like necessarily like crazy, but like if it comes on, like people get panic attacks, but. It didn't really, like her explanation didn't really.
It seems like she just missed her family. I was like, oh, now we have to fucking tribe swap. Or that was your season where Andy had like medical in that first challenge, right?
Yeah, well, Andy, that was also after, where they flipped their boat over and then they had to flip it back over. That challenge was fucking hard. It was
like that. At least he went through a physical challenge.
Exactly.
This was like they just had to like put their hands in a fucking bucket.
This one they didn't. They haven't even done anything yet. Yeah, exactly. Dr. Barry didn't even have like a diagnosis. He's just like, oh, this game's just getting to her.
Yeah.
And the fact that they seemingly had no hesitation at all about throwing her into the challenge right after it,
Yeah.
that maybe kind of speaks toward it not being anything
Now,
especially
I will
serious.
say, though, what helps Christina's case is Jeff, or I think it was after the immunity challenge, not the reward challenge, where we've never seen him like that. He was like the Waffle House worker, like bending down, like exhausted. Like he was like, it's just so hot. Like, do you remember it being incredibly hot when you were there?
It was
You were
hot,
on
but it was
the
hot,
same,
but yeah,
like, time of year, right?
same time of year. It was hot, but I mean, they've been talking about it every episode. And I don't think I've ever seen Jeff do that before in any season.
Yeah.
So he's either getting a little bit older or it is just hot as hell out there.
I know. It's like the first time you see your parents or grandparents like show a sign of age, and it's like, whoa, what's going on? Like, come on,
Yeah.
Jeff. Get up, Jeff. But yeah, these new tribes, they do an immediate reward challenge for grilled cheese and stuff. Rizzo goes beast mode. They win, get the most, and then who was it?
Did it look like those damn poles were like 3 feet away?
Well, that was the immunity challenge, I think, right?
No, the reward challenge, the one where you're throwing the disc, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they're knocking it off
the poles with the key. Yeah. No, it didn't seem that hard.
No, it looked like Rizzo took like 4 steps when he missed and he turned around. It's like, what the fuck?
It didn't seem like the most challenging challenge of all time, for sure.
No. What day are they on? They're on day 11?
I think they said 11, yeah.
Tommy, did you eat out there?
No. I mean, we like peeled like a slight bit of coconut at some point, but I didn't really get hungry. I mean, it was only a day and a half. I think you could go that long without eating.
This is the time when it's like starting to get real with the food.
Yeah.
Day 10, day 11. And I remember when I used to watch Survivor and I'd see the way they would react when the food rewards, I'd be like, relax, everyone.
Right.
Chill out. But I fucking get it, man. And those grilled cheeses look damn good. And they're going to taste so good. It's like eating something like, I can't even explain the euphoria when you're eating when you've gone that long, no matter what the hell you're eating. And then you watch Steven and them eating coconuts. It's just like, it's such a totally different experience of what you're eating when you're going that long without food.
Would you get sick like immediately after eating, since you hadn't had it in so long?
A little bit going out the other end.
Yeah. I've always wondered about that, because like you're not eating anything and then you're eating like
just shitting your brains out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
exactly.
Like,
well, I also noticed that how proper they were eating those grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah,
like Gabe and I like went to town, so and maybe that's why they didn't get sick. But yeah, I got sick for sure.
Right.
We had ribs, potato salad, and beer was my first meal.
Not bad, but
Not
bad
bad
for the stomach, but good for the taste.
Yeah, for sure. Way better than grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, this reward though big for 2 people. One, Sophie.
Yeah,
I don't know how to split these Sophies up anymore. I would say blue Sophie, yellow Sophie, but now their tribes have changed so much. I'm going to say Miami Sophie, or the one that's been to tribal a bunch. She's Miami Sophie, and then others. You know what? We're going to do Sophie and other Sophie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Sophie is the one that's been tribal a lot, and we've seen a lot, and then other Sophie is the other Sophie. That's how they're going to be.
Yeah.
It's like Silicon Valley, Jared
like
and other Jared.
Nothing of the other Sophie.
Yeah.
So
today was a banner episode for her.
I was about to say, I hate to tip it, other Sophie might get my jib cut of the week this week. I thought that we finally saw her, and I saw someone in the chat brought up a funny point, like maybe we finally saw her because she was happy with the grilled cheese reward. Remember a few weeks ago when she like poo-pooed the fruit reward? Maybe she gave a good enough reaction to the grilled cheese that they were like, all right, we'll give you screen time again. And then Sophie, she hasn't eaten like at all, so she really needed that. But big for them. Let's go through, I guess, tribe by tribe sort of dynamics. We'll save the tribe that went tribal for last. But so yeah, that first tribe where I agree, I like all four of them. We have Savannah, Rizzo, MC, and Sophie, regular Sophie. I like all of them. Savannah, Rizzo, and Sophie, obviously close. MC's in a tough spot. I liked MC's move a lot to tell Rizzo that Sage had been a blabbermouth and had told that tribe that he has an idol. In his defense, I think he handled it well, Rizzo. He was like, yeah, I mean, this is going to happen. When people know, when your whole tribe knows you have an idol, people are going to find out. But I thought that was a good show of good faith by MC there.
Yeah, it's I don't know if I would have done it this early. May have waited until to see what's going to happen later.
Yeah,
to see
they
if
actually lost
you're
the
going to stick
challenge.
around in this tribe, because now if you're back with Sage, you've ruined that relationship with Sage, and it may not. They didn't even go to tribal council, so she did it for nothing, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, is there any benefit though to that? Her doing it before a tribal council makes it like seem more genuine to Rizzo, as opposed to like if she just said that to him after they lost, then like it almost feels like a panic desperation move.
Yeah, for sure. What I meant was like it's pointless that she did it right now, because they're going to merge now. So
it ended up being for sure pointless.
Yeah. And now had she just waited a little bit in deciding if she's going to tell Rizzo or not, that would have made some difference, because now she has Rizzo's going to tell Sage that you let some, or he may not tell her, but that's going to be something that's going to hurt her.
That's all the red tribe. That's Uli, right?
Yeah, the original red.
That tribe is just that they're ripping apart at the seams. I feel like there's zero loyalty, and they all talk about like how they don't want to break it up. And I feel like, I mean, Sage just took out Shannon. I feel like the loyalty to that tribe is kind of almost worthless at this point.
I think Nate, Savannah, and Rizzo still seem like a tight three. I mean, Nate got split up from them, but they still seem like a tight trio. And then it seems like Juwan is just like in outer space, and Sage is sort of, now that Sage has Shannon out, like that's all she cared about.
But I think like Savannah at this point is almost more loyal to Sophie than that tribe. She's been with her for both of the second tribe swaps.
Right, true.
Like, I just feel like Juwan is talking about it a lot. I think it makes sense. Like he's just like kind of holding on hope that he's a part of that, which he barely is. He's on the bottom of it.
The past 3 episodes with Juwan, he is quoted in saying, "I really like Matt, but my tribe is so strong. I really like Jason, but my tribe is so strong. I really like Steven, but my tribe is so strong." Just clueless, and it's getting on my damn nerves.
Yeah, I was saying that I thought Juwan, like when I knew he was not a player to take seriously, was after their original tribe swap, when like he was pretty clearly on the bottom of his original tribe. And then he had the opportunity at the tribe swap, because they were splitting the votes along with Sophie, where him, Matt, and Jason could have voted as a trio, and they could have had a 3-2-2 vote to take out Nate or take out whoever they wanted to of Rizzo, Savannah, that was clearly running their tribe. Once he didn't do that, and was just like clearly fine being like last banana, like I was like, all right, this guy, he's not someone that's going to win.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's see what he does, because sometimes in this game, when shit like that happens to you, you wake the fuck up and you realize like, oh my God, I've just been going along with everyone's plans this entire time. And it's like, it's been me the whole time. So who knows? Let's see what happens.
And then also on that tribe of note is Rizzo is the first one who's like, which I'm surprised we didn't see this from any other tribes, but he was like, gosh, should we look for an advantage? Like we're, it's kind of a new stage of the game. Maybe we should go look. And it ends up being Sophie, real Sophie, who finds it and smartly decides not to tell anyone else about it, which finally, and especially smart, because it ended up being the knowledge is power advantage, which did they have that in your season?
Nope.
No, and they didn't have it last season either, right? Like it's been on and off, phased in and out. I know it was in 41 because there was the Xander moment, right? But
Yeah. I don't think that knowledge is power has been executed properly before.
Oh, I thought it had been.
Has it? I know that it missed once.
Right. I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember. I mean, this is why we have the chat. They're the research team. They'll know. Yeah. In my head, and I could be just off. I was like, oh, I thought that there had been some success with this advantage.
Somebody knew it was coming and gave their idol to someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the one. And then I
But there was another one too, right? Hasn't there been 2 knowledge is power?
We've definitely seen it in the game again.
Yeah.
I can't remember like what its usage was, but we've definitely
this is how you execute it, by not telling anyone you have it.
Yeah.
Sophie, great job, Sophie.
Also, there would be no reason to put this in the game if people just would keep their mouths shut when they found out. Now, to be fair, like I'm big on like, all right, you shouldn't tell anyone you have an idol, shouldn't tell anyone you have an idol. But like Survivor now makes it so hard to get a fucking idol without like, digging up your fucking camp or sneaking away in the middle of the night. Like I get now why people do have to tell or get caught. So like it's almost a little unfair for Survivor to be like, all right, we're going to make sure that everybody knows when you find this idol. And now we're going to give someone else the knowledge is power so that they could take it away from you because they know. Like you either got to like hide the idols well and like not make sure everyone knows when you find it. And then you can keep knowledge is power in the game because it's like, hey, if other people know, that's just you and your big mouth. But if you're going to make it such a big stink when like you got to find an idol, it's a little unfair to have the knowledge is power, I think.
It's a big one, especially if you do it right. And I don't see her taking Rizzo's because she's in such a good spot in this game. But I think she's got that superpower, like she said, of people like to tell her stuff. Hell, I tell Sophie everything. She's so sweet and so fun to talk to.
Yeah.
I just got a good feeling about her in this game, and I feel like she's going to play this knowledge is power the right way.
Yeah, I don't know what you have to ask that before the votes, obviously, right?
Oh wait, yes, you have to say it at Tribal Council before the vote. But who knows that MC has that advantage?
I think just Steven. That's what comes to mind for me. Just Steven knowing. Does that seem right?
Yeah, I think so. Because does Christina know?
I don't think so. I feel like just Steven knows. Let's see what the chat says. Matt Crowley saying Steven. Yeah, I was almost thinking like I thought if that tribe lost, it would have been interesting because MC then probably would have got her idol, right? And she would have played it for sure. She would have played it. Then once she got up at tribal and played it, Rizzo would have had to play his. And then it's like, who would MC have voted for? Would she have voted for Rizzo? Probably not, because she knows he is an idol and would play it once she plays it. So she probably would have voted out Savannah.
I would have hated
that. As people are pointing out in the chat, just a challenge. B, she is not lost. Reward challenges, immunity challenge. She's the new Jonathan.
MC?
Yeah.
Rizzo too. Rizzo is also dominating challenges. I don't know if he's won everyone, but just like his presence, like he like has the most impressive individual performance in everyone.
Yeah, I mean they went to tribal the last couple of weeks, but he's definitely great at like being the closer. Like he's the Mariano where like when it's like throwing something at the end, he's been really good.
Yeah. Actually, he did lose the last didn't he lose the basketball one last week?
Yeah, he lost. Alex beat him like narrowly, but it feels like he's had good performances.
He's had
So that would have been interesting if that tribe lost, but doesn't even matter now. And then over on the new red tribe, so Christina, I thought, I mean, you talk about LVP of an episode, we're just killing her own stock. You're the thing at the challenge, but then also she's telling Sophie like, hey, like we might have to throw your name out as a decoy to Nate if we lose. And Saul, I think that's like similar to your point of MC. There was no reason to tell Rizzo that until they lost. Same thing. No reason, Christina, to throw that out until you're going to tribal council. Sophie, I liked this is like the most we've seen Sophie talk. Other Sophie, I really I liked how she sniffed that out and was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna be your decoy vote. Like, I don't like that. Clearly you don't value me as part of your alliance. And then she like got on her ass and like made an alliance with Nate and Alex. Like I really liked what I saw from other Sophie. It was the first time all season where I've been like, oh, maybe she's a player to watch.
Yeah, and for Christina to tell her that too, that was like it made me think she's just not been paying attention, because she's got a little anger to her. Like she's a little bit hot-headed. Like she's obviously, she is obviously not the person to tell that to, because she is going to get upset about it.
You can't tell that. You better have a very special relationship with someone if you're going to say you're the decoy, because I'm not trying to say you can't do it. Yeah. But it rarely works. It rarely doesn't piss anybody off. And like I said, if you have a super tight duo, then you guys can talk about it. And maybe like Gabe and I talked, and he was like, all right, I'll be the decoy. And I was like, cool, you're not in jeopardy here. And he was like, I agree, but I am going to be the decoy. Keyshawn put Genevieve's name as the decoy, and his ass went home. It's just not a good move, especially if you're not going up to tribal council before the challenge starts.
Yeah. Because essentially decoy is a code word for you're the person we want to go home the second most. Yeah. Like, unless you're doing a more elaborate, which obviously can be done where, you know, whether it's like Operation Italy or something like that, one of these more elaborate blindsides where you do need a decoy. Right. Like, but for the most part, when she's like, oh, we'll say it's you, I guess. Like, that's like just so obviously saving your own.
Before the challenge, we'll say it's you.
Yeah, in case there's a shot in the dark or an idol. So stupid. And so what did you think of? I thought it was an interesting move from Nate, where he realizes he's on the outs of the other three there. So he's like, I want to set myself up as a truthful narrator, which I thought was smart, where he's like, I told him the truth about how the first vote for Matt was very easy because he came for me. But then I lied and said that I liked Jason and I wanted to work with Jason. And then ultimately just didn't work out. I actually was like, oh, that's brilliant. I was like really impressed with that plan by Nate, but they just all saw right through it. Like, maybe he didn't like explain it well enough, because he was just kind of like, yeah, I wanted to work with Jason, but it didn't work out. Like, I think if we're going to go in with that lie, he would have had to give a little more details. It'd been like, I thought me and Sophie were going to blindside Rizzo or Savannah, but then Sophie was really with them. Like, he just kind of half-assed it maybe a little bit, and that's why they saw through. But I liked the idea a lot.
Same. So I thought that we had missed some details. So I was with you, Tommy. I was like, dude, Nate is playing a great game. What a solid move. And they all sussed it out. You've got about an hour boat ride from the challenge to back to camp where you can't say anything. And this is the time for you to start thinking about, okay, what are the specific details that I'm going to give? And I don't think Nate did that. He had this plan, obviously, but not detailed enough. And Italian Sophie, she sussed it out.
Yeah.
Segretti.
Yeah. I didn't realize she was Italian. That makes me like her more.
Segretti. Segretti's Italian, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then in that vowel.
Yeah.
She could be a threat. I'm just afraid she's going to get like mad at the wrong person, basically.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know what you're saying, but I don't think it's been... She's not like crazy, you know?
No, she's not
like,
crazy.
She's more just
confrontational.
Like, yeah, she's just like Italian.
She's confrontational.
Like, yeah. She's a bit confrontational, but like, I'm not like, oh, she's a psycho who's going to blow up.
No. But she's like confrontational to a point where like someone like Steven like isn't going to find himself in the middle, I guess, of like an argument or something like that, where I just feel like she's more liable to find
just
herself.
Kind of back down.
Yeah, right. Which could kind of bring a target on her.
Do you guys have anything else from like, but not counting the challenge and like the strategy, which we'll get into, but just any other moments from earlier in the episode, like when they were in those new tribes? I'm going through my notes here.
You mentioned Juwan earlier. He's just upset.
Yeah, I was gonna save that tribe. I meant from like the other two tribes that didn't
okay.
get the double count.
So.
He had Rizzo with the flippers. That was what Rizzo continues to play well. I think continues to sort of lower his threat level by doing goofy things like that. Like, I think he's very clearly very smart.
It's clear that Savannah, Sophie, Nate, and Rizzo are winning this game, are leading the game right now. Like, they're just dominating the entire game. I do have, like, is this the most unathletic season of Survivor of the new era?
It's gotta be up there.
Besides MC.
Right, but she's like, Rizzo. I like Rizzo, but like he reminds me of me out there, like a similar. I mean, he's a little bit stronger. We've talked about it. He's got some sneaky muscles, but him looking like this, like athletic jock, I feel like is probably a first for him in his life.
Yeah. He did play basketball and baseball.
Yeah, like this is not
play those sports, Tommy.
I played up until like till like junior varsity. He had to start making the teams essentially.
What about you, John?
Yeah, I did. I played through high school. So hockey, baseball, golf, whatever.
What about you? Did you?
I wrestled, played football, and baseball.
Oh, nice. What football position?
But no, the reason I say that is because, like, I'm watching Alex and Steven run back and forth to get the discs, and I just remember going, like, these fools just have no athleticism, and they can't hit a stick that's 5 feet away from them.
See, my read on Rizzo is that but you said he played basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my read on him, I guess I kind of missed that, was that he was a guy who like had never like really played sports or done any of that, but was just like kind of naturally like had good hand-eye coordination and was just like kind of naturally.
Yeah, he gives off that vibe.
So like when he starts doing stuff, it's like, oh, he's actually just like kind of good.
He's confident. Yeah. He's a confident guy. Rizzo and I worked out together like a week ago, and in my gym in Connecticut. He lives in Yonkers, and I go to this CrossFit gym, and he's never done CrossFit before, but he was all about it. Everything that we did, he'd never done, but he just jumped in and did it. Was fucking just, you know what I'm saying? Like when people do new shit, they're just kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can't do that. He was never like that. He was like, let's go, let's get it, let's get it.
I mean, he calls himself Rizgod, Rizgod.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Clearly he's not lacking for.
I like Rizzo a lot.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Okay. So as for the challenge, immunity challenge, I mean, I didn't really have any too many big notes from the challenge itself. I don't know. It was okay.
Dude, hold up. I had I guess this was maybe on the last one.
It's Christina with the stick.
Oh my God. I was like, guys.
The red team was making some choices when it came to who to do their things. Because in the reward challenge, they had Nate throwing the discs for the first like half of the time. And that went terrible. Like the second Alex took over, he hit them all down. And almost won. And then this one, they had Christina on the stick. That was not a good choice.
Yeah.
Not the most athletic tribe, I think, to begin with.
But they had Alex to do stuff too.
But is Alex like that good? Like, I mean, I know he made the shots last week, but I don't know if I'm looking at. I mean, maybe compared to the cast, but I'm not looking at Alex as like a Greek god.
He was an obvious choice, though. I mean, when he like took over the disc throwing, he was like hitting them.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Like about the same rate as other people. But I just thought they were making some weird choices with who to send to do things.
Did you, Saul, have any of like those puzzle, like balance puzzle things?
Oh shit, guys! We were actually, we have a 47 group chat, and so yes, we had that exact same
puzzle. Or just certain amount of people.
It's the jury. Everyone who made the jury's on this group chat.
Oh wow, nice. So
yeah,
12 of you, 11 of you.
9 of 10, 11 of us. There's 11 of us on this group.
Counting Rachel, like counting the finalists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, everyone that made the jury, including Rachel.
I've been saying this. I used to be such a like historian Survivor. Could remember like everything every season, and then I truly think the new era, switching from the location to the numbers, has made my like memory of these.
Yeah, I can see that.
They all
Yeah.
just blend together, and like the casting. Who
Yeah.
I know was Rachel, Sam. Who was the third finalist?
Sue Smay.
Oh
Sue
my God,
Smay.
how could I forget Sue? Oh my God, I forgot she got to the end. Yeah, we've talked about you. We've talked about Sue with you before about the
Yeah.
line, the age, and all that. That's great. I can't believe I forgot Sue. That's on me. But anyway, what was the group chat?
Yeah, so there was the challenge where Rome and Gabe were on that exact same puzzle, and this is the episode that Rome gets voted out. And during that challenge, you notice that today, if you crank on that thing and it flips over, you're not going to win. You got to be tight. You got to be slow and smooth. You got to communicate. And the entire time, Roman Gabes is doing this the whole way. So I'm trying to be as cool, calm, collected as possible and being like, hey, guys, you got to relax on your touch. And Rome lost it. And he tweeted out tonight. He tweeted out tonight that this challenge is actually really, really easy unless you have an uncoordinated partner. And to Gabe. And so, but he blocked Gabe, so Gabe can't respond.
What a dickhead.
Oh.
We got a little Twitter beef going on with Gabe and Rome right now.
What an absolute dickhead.
I got to get on that.
Yeah. This just made me laugh. Christine almost died from a tribe swap. They're never bringing back fighting challenges.
Oh my God.
Oh
wait, I had one more thing about that challenge. When they the immunity challenge, when they first got the bags and they had to stack them to climb up. I think it was funny that like the two groups were like stacking them. They like stack them to the sky, and then Yellow just kind of like throws them in a loose pile, and MC just like steps up and like casually unties the thing. Like, what is she? Is she 7 feet tall?
I think she's just like she's almost like you know how like
measure of height?
Superman like is like from another planet and like so, but like he's like normally built, but like he compared to normal human beings is like whatever, like he's so strong. I think that's MC. Like she just compared like to these other human beings, like she just seems like an unbelievable athletic beast.
It just seems like this was like, oh, well, if MC's tall enough to just stand on like a few of these, like everyone else is building them like 6 high.
Someone said she's got to be 6'2" at least. No way. I don't think
she might be. She might be because
she seems like pretty average. Like I would bet she's like 5'8", 5'9".
I agree, but like the way that challenge went down, like kind of didn't make any sense.
Nate is is 6 footer, right?
Yeah, like he should have been able to just step on a few of those bags, easily do it, get down.
I think it's just the way I don't think it was that tall. The other two tribes just were idiots and put them all on and made a line.
Yeah, it was just weird. It's like they like couldn't like had like a terrible measure of how tall it was or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was I want to say it might have been like Dalton Ross, but I might be giving him the credit and it wasn't him. But there was something where it was like everybody on this cast had like they put up their Survivor crush.
Yeah.
You guys see that? It was like it's either like a player you admire or a player you like literally have a crush on. And MC had Caleb. He was on season 45, Caleb. Like she put that on there. And then I was looking at the comments and he replied and was like, DM me. So maybe that started a little Survivor romance, or he was like, check your DMs, MC, or something like that.
Okay.
Could be something. Who would you guys say your all-time Survivor crush is?
Mine,
I mean it as a crush. I don't mean it as admiration. I mean sexual.
Oh, for sure. Mine was I said it in the game and they didn't air it. It was Sydney Seagal. They hate me because they ain't me.
Oh, Sydney. Yeah.
She
was on. I can't believe it took. She was on. I did a dating show at Barstool, and she was a contestant. I had her come for a YouTube video.
She's awesome. I love her.
She was on the challenge, right?
She was on the challenge. I haven't watched it, but I know that she does pretty well.
Mine is strictly looks, strictly based on like maybe a couple specific things, and that's Morgan from Cagayan. Just an all timer. Do you guys know what I'm referring to? It won't take you long to know why I'm saying Morgan from Cagayan. Oh, Julia from 32. She's a good one.
This season has a couple of good candidates. So Sophie and Savannah are both.
Oh, yes. Good one, Tommy. Nice.
Savannah from the jump. But then Sophie is very like endearing. And I'm just like very much like,
which Sophie?
The one who was in every tribal council.
Gotcha. I agree with both those. I think other Sophie's pretty too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But Morgan is, Parvati is obviously,
Yeah, but you can't say Parvati.
The fact that nobody said Morgan from 28 is a fucking crime. I literally just said it, Sam Miller. I was all over it.
Sam.
Anyway, back.
What was the ending of the challenge?
The
maze.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, Did you guys? I was yelling at the screen when Nate was like, stopping. Great job, Sophie. Here's what we're gonna do next. You see that?
It worked.
See that part of the maze right there? We're gonna turn left right there. I'm like, fucking go, dude.
It worked.
Yeah.
I thought that was I thought that was a good, wholesome like moment. Not that in particular, but just for Nate and Sophie, who gets no screen time, to get like a good challenge win. There.
Yeah,
that was nice. I thought that was nice because Nate's kind of struggled in some challenges. Sophie's got no screen time. That was good to see them make a comeback.
It definitely worked out for them.
Yeah,
because Jawan and who else? Who was Jawan's partner?
Jawan was with.
I forget.
Was he with Steven? Someone else do it with.
I don't think it was Steve.
Was it Jawan and Sage? It was Jawan and Sage.
Yeah.
Because it was
all, and it ended up working out for them. But
Sage probably threw that to get Shannon out.
Yeah, true. So yeah, let's get into it. So they lose. So Sage, Shannon, Jawan, and Steven go to tribal council. You had mentioned it earlier, I think, John, about Steven really good at adapting. Like, just a likable guy. Him and Jawan immediately hit it off over the dad jokes. I hope you're not lactose intolerant because these are going to get cheesy. All right, hold on. Someone have something playing, some volume playing. I keep hearing something coming through.
That's Amazing Race. Let me turn it down.
Oh, you're all good. So right away, I think Steven, and he's been my winner pick since week 1, and it makes me feel better every single week. Like, he's just really good at adapting. Yeah. And then while those two are being buddy, you essentially have the exact opposite thing happening in Shannon versus Sage, where finally it's coming to a head. Now that Shannon needs Sage again, she's back to trying to be like her best friend, to be like, I'm so glad we could talk again, girl. Like, let's sleep under the stars. Like, giving her like
so excited to prove my trust to you.
And Sage just can't make enough dirty faces at her. And Shannon wants to make a move against Jawan. She goes to Steven, is like, I don't trust Jawan. And then she goes to Sage, and Sage is like, finally, now I have an excuse why I can get out Savannah, because she's coming for one of our own. And then Jawan, poor Jawan, just doesn't know anything going on. Sage goes to Jawan and is like, hey, Shannon wants to blindside you. We got to get her out. And Jawan's like, well, is it too early in the game to turn against one of our own? It's like, Jawan, she's going against you. How do you not get that? His game awareness is low.
Did you see his reaction when his name got written down?
No, I don't remember. What was it?
It was just like, oh, like, bitch, you knew your name was getting written down.
And he felt so like on top of the world, like I'm a genius during those votes.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't him, when really just all it was Sage just being like, just doing the entire thing. And then just Jawan just happened to kind of fall ass backwards on the right side of Sage's vendetta. He's like, fuck yeah. Like, I did it. We got the blind side. Also, again, technically Jawan's second blind side in his mind.
Yeah, true. I know we give him credit and he deserves it, Steven, but also, like, talk about getting lucky at a tribe swap that you end up with like these two crazy girls who just hate each other and are gunning for each other. Like when you're on the outs, like that's such a good spot to be in.
Oh God, like he was shitting his pants. I guarantee you when they lost. He's no doubt in his mind. He's got work to do. He's going home, and then he gets this fucking gift.
Then he gets Shannon saying things like she remembers being in her mom's womb, and all of a sudden he's like, "Wait a minute, guys! I might have a chance to survive here. This girl's nuts."
We got to get him on because I would love to hear about what's going through his head as like he's watching that because he must see Sage making these faces.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Sage's faces are the best.
So the vote happens. Everyone agrees to blindside Shannon. She's like been kind of annoying and playing too hard and playing all sides. I think a survivor first, where we've seen the person who gets voted off be bitter and refuse to give a hug to everyone else. But for maybe the first time ever, the person who did the blindside was still such a hater that Sage refuses to hug Shannon. Like, no hard feelings. I love you guys. And Shannon is like Kendrick in Euphoria. Like, I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Like, it's always been about love and hate. Like, I just hate you. I thought that was a funny moment. I don't know. Like, I can't remember anything ever like that happening in Survivor before. That was just. I don't know if we've ever had someone hate quite like Sage has hated Shannon.
Yeah, the pure hate. I mean, and it's so funny because she was doing so well at faking it the whole time. Like she faked it as long as she needed to. She's making kissy faces. She's doing hugs, and then the very second she doesn't need to anymore, like she can't even like say a word to her. Like she couldn't have faked it for 5 seconds longer. It's like, nope.
Everyone knew. Everyone always fakes it at that moment right there.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
Good game. Love you. She was like, no.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah. I want to hug you when it's genuine. So like sometime in the future, hopefully. Like that was, but I was going to say earlier, like a little bit of maybe a hot take. And I was going to tweet it, but I didn't know how to word it. Like, I think obviously the edit and like the storyline leads you to want to be on Sage's side, right? Where Shannon was super like annoying and like the way they edited things up to make her like feel like this cult leader essentially, and like you're supposed to be rooting for Sage. But then I was like, all right, I'm putting myself in the other side, like to play devil's advocate. It's like I don't think Shannon was like a bad person. Like I almost think like Sage became too much of a hater where I started to almost cringe at her a little bit more, or like as I was cringing at like yes, Shannon was obviously a little bit cringy, but I think Sage was starting to come off a little bit cringy too. Like specifically at Tribal Council, everything Shannon says, like Sage is just making these faces, and it just felt like a little bit maybe put on for the camera, like you're trying to be Jim from The Office or something. Like I don't know. Like I don't think that it's just like good versus evil in this. Like, I think it's like, yeah, Shannon was annoying, but like, I don't think she was like a bad person. And like Sage, I think was, I don't know, a little bit cringy too.
Well, this is where like, when we're in this deep in the game where you're with this person 24/7 and it's just to a point where this motherfucker just getting on my last nerve. I can see where she's making faces all the time. If she just absolutely hates Shannon, and clearly she does, but she's not even giving her a hug goodbye. I think it's real. It kind of reminds me of like Savannah and Jawan. Like that's getting a little cringy where I feel like Savannah's like, Jawan is drinking water. This pissing me off. It's like, they're unintentional things. And I mean, yeah, they're annoying, but this dude has like been so loyal to you. Like you shouldn't like want to. It's not Shannon and Sage level, but it's up there.
It also like I think that's similar to how they've been hitting us over the head in the edit between about Shannon versus Sage. Like we're clearly going to have something with Savannah and Jawan, because even if I remember correctly, even tonight in like the previously on I think they might have mentioned that, right? Like that was shown again. Like that at some point was mentioned again.
Yeah, it was.
With Savannah like being annoyed at Jawan. So clearly that's going to come to a head in some way. And like, yeah, if I was out there and someone drank out of my water bottle and used my bag, my clean bag for sticks, I'd be upset. But I don't know. You got to let it go a little bit.
Yeah.
When she says he's listening to my conversations, that's when you know there's like kind of an obsession there. I feel like, like this guy's annoying me. Well, you're looking for it at this point.
Yeah. I think with Savannah and Jawan, and then with Sage and Shannon, like I think Sage would probably tell you that Shannon like wronged her, like because she always she mentioned like, oh, she threw my name out, blah blah blah. But for both of them, it is 100%. They are just disgusted with the other person's like personality.
Yeah.
Like that is what it is. Like they can probably come up with reasons, but like you just think they're like a foul person.
Yeah,
which is relatable. Like they're like,
I think you're absolutely right, because sometimes when someone throws your name out there, you can let it go, and you can move on, and you can work with them. And sometimes that's some of the best duos because it's unexpected. But then when you got these personal reasons, like it's like she voted my name. There's no turning back.
Yeah, right.
I just like someone said in the chat, I agree. Like both were a little bit cringy. Sage 100% right in the game. Like in the game, I agree. Like Sage had the right read on Shannon. Shannon was clearly like a snake in the game, telling everybody what they wanted to hear and like playing too aggressively, like 100% the right move. But like, I don't know, it got to a point where like I almost started to feel bad for Shannon between like how everyone was talking about her and what they were showing, where I was like, listen, yeah, I know she's probably annoying, but like, I don't know, she's just kind of honestly, like I enjoyed her as a character. I enjoyed Shannon as a character, like from a television standpoint. Like I don't think she's like a great player, but I thought she was an engaging character where she was like this like almost cult leader, like horror figure. Like I thought, I don't think she's like a bad person. I think the edit was funny, and like I did appreciate her as a TV character.
Yeah.
Shannon's my girl.
Someone just said Shannon getting the cold shoulder by the whole cast postseason too. Kind of sad. So I mean, maybe there's more we don't know.
Oh, is that what someone just wrote in?
Nick Firmstone 999 whatever just wrote that in the chat.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that hard.
Yeah, that's why it's like maybe there's other stuff.
You know what though? Like in all these seasons, there's very few seasons like my season where we're all just pretty tight, except for one person. It just doesn't happen. I've noticed when I look back at the season before ours and the season after ours, there's just a few people who just aren't in it.
Do you think there's an element of it happens more and more now because with the new era casting, like it is so many super fans that at least it's like a little more like-minded, like personalities?
I don't know if that's the case. What I know is that in season 47, there's just so many cool people that we just vibe so well together. Not to say that there's not cool people on other seasons, but maybe they're a little bit different than each other, and it's not as easy to connect.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been like, I can't remember a season that was so like reached out to us so much personally too, and like we're Barstool, like you, Sam, Gabe have all been on. Rachel, the winner, is going to come on in 2 or 3 weeks. I think November 19th. We're going to have her on.
We're talking about Barstool on the island every day.
Yeah, that's insane to us.
I told you, Jeff would be like when I'm at tribal council, like, Saul, how you feeling tonight? Be like, 7.1, man, 7.1 average.
And he didn't pick up on it.
Didn't pick up on it. And then I said 6.9 after I got voted out, and didn't pick up on that either.
Tommy, would you say no if Rome asked on? I mean, it seems like he's just like kind of shitty, and I know like he got in trouble for like spoiling your season essentially, like went on a podcast. So it's like, I don't really like, I don't want to be friendly with them, but also like there is a part of me that's like, it's interesting to talk to someone like that and sort of get their perspective. But I don't know, feels like I trust your judgment, and it seems like if there's a cast of 18 people and there's one person that isn't still tight with the rest of the cast, like at a certain point, it's like, all right, not everyone's crazy but him.
Yeah, I mean, it would be entertaining for sure if you had him on. He'd be full of shit the entire time.
He'd be full. What about an off-season pod? Both of you on, and have one last battle.
Dude, I've actually thought about that.
I could moderate it.
Yeah, we could do that, or because it's always a possibility that we'll play again too.
Yeah, true.
And you need all the numbers that you can get.
Yeah, you could go in as, I mean, who knows? You could come out as future allies. You come out as even more mortal enemies.
Yeah. Anything can happen, right, Tommy?
Yeah. We'll put a pin in that for maybe an off-season episode.
I'd be down to do it.
All right. Anything else from this episode before? We're going to our winners, jibs, and zeros. Saul, who is your 0.0% chance of winning the game right now?
I think Jawan is too easy to say. I'm going to go with Sophie Segretti.
The
Italiano. Just because her edit, like, she hasn't been on.
Yeah. But by the way, the other Sophie's last name is Belardi, so I'm not sure if Italian Sophie's going to work.
Oh.
I just realized that.
Okay, then not Miami Sophie.
Other Sophie.
Oh, we'll just call her Other Sophie.
Other Sophie's good. I'm sorry, Other Sophie. I know that's rude, but
yeah,
that's what it is right now.
What about you, John?
My 0% zero. Anybody aside from Jawan? No, I think it's Jawan. Jawan is my 0% zero.
I mean, mine's Christina. She passed out from.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you gotta.
God, I wrote that.
And then also, honestly, like whatever that it happens. I get it. It's hot. It's hard. That wouldn't be the total 0.0. I think the move of telling other Sophie that she was going to be the decoy vote with Nate, that to me is where it's like, all right, you're clearly not going to be a physical threat passing out from that. And you're not even like strategic or socially savvy enough to make moves if you're going to do something that bad. Like that's when I was like, all right, you're not long for this game. But I would agree. I think she has no shot. I think Jawan has no shot. I don't think Sage is going to win.
Sage is, yeah. I like Sage, but hard to see it.
And then Other Sophie,
although Sage just didn't make a move.
A little sign of life.
Man, not really.
Yeah, Sage has the best resume at this point.
Yeah, but there's going to be so many more important moves.
Is she even going to want to win now? Like, she already won in her head. She got Shannon out. Like, she's playing with house money now. Like, she accomplished her goal.
She might find somebody else to hate. She's got the ability to hate people in her heart.
Yeah. I'm just ready to see what Sage is going to do next.
Yeah. All right. Winner pick. I've had Steven all year. He hasn't given me a reason to switch off. He, again, tonight, social, savvy, gets an alliance, saves himself when he needs to, finds a common link with Jawan. It's like, hey, how can I, get in with a new tribe, new people? He does it flawlessly. I have no reason to move from Steven.
My pick has been Christina this whole time.
Oh no!
What?
Because she's a Sooner.
Oh.
But I'm gonna go with Sophie.
Miami Sophie.
Yeah. Miami Sophie.
I've been
touting her.
I think she can do it.
I know what it feels like to be in her shoes. I went 9 days losing every fucking time. not winning a reward. It fucking sucks. It sucks. You're laying in the cab, or you're laying in the shelter. You can't sleep. You're just thinking, am I ever going to win anything? And she finally gets a little bit of glory. You saw, like, when she's running back, she's like, yeah. So just super proud of her. I'm excited to see what she can do.
I'm cheering. She's my number one who I'm cheering for. I like her a lot. Just she survived that whole thing, and she did it in kind of an impressive way. And everyone seems to like her. I don't think
she's in zero danger.
Yeah. She came into the office too, our office a couple weeks ago after you did Saul. She was super nice, like super nice, down to earth.
She's my 1-1 who I would want her to win, but I think I've gone back and forth with my winner a little bit. I've had Alex in the past, but I want to lock in officially. I want to lock in on Rizzo. I'm a big Rizzo fan. I love everything I see from him. He's a perfect mix of being kind of how we said earlier, like he's pretty damn good in challenges, pretty underrated. And then he does things like puts his flippers on halfway into the woods and tries to walk to the beach, and everyone's watching him like, look at this fucking idiot. Like, his threat level is, I don't even know if he's not doing it intentionally, I don't think, but it's kind of at like the perfect level for him.
I thought he had a really astute point where he was like, yeah, like, it kind of sucks that MC totally never knows about my idol, but the other fan doesn't really, because now people are a little bit afraid of me. And it's like, that is a good way to think about it.
Yeah. And he knows people know it. So hopefully he does the smart thing. And if he's ever in danger, just, uses it when he can. He doesn't hold on to it like so many people do and get voted out. Like, at least he knows everybody knows. That's big.
Yeah. Rizzo's in tech sales, and I won't say who he works for, but 3 years ago, I bought his technology, and when I made the inquiry online, in the chat, it was fucking Rizzo. Rizzo was the person that I was chatting with 3 years ago.
Like, on the web. Oh shit.
Yeah. So when I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, I have this. So we went back to work, looked back in the history, searched my name, and yep, it was Rizzo and me chatting with each other.
Unbelievable. What a small world.
Yeah. He's great, guys. Have you met him yet?
I'm glad you say that.
Yeah, he came into the office with Sophie. They came in and they were both super nice. Like, they're big Barstool fans too. Like, they're
my two favorites. If one of them wins, I'll be very happy.
Sophie's been commenting every week on the YouTube, so I think they've been listening.
Oh yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, listen, we're not, just because you show us love, we're still going to be fair and objective. But they also happen to be playing very well. Baby. What?
This is Snuffing Torches, baby.
Yeah, we're fair and objective, but they are playing very well. I will say my concern for Rizzo winning is I think he's almost too likable. Like, I think that he does stuff like that where he's walking around with the flippers and stuff. And I think at a certain point, not now, but maybe you get to final 6 or something, you're like, man, Rizzo, he makes everybody laugh. Everybody loves Rizzo. Like, it kills me, but how can we go to the end with him? Like, almost like a Christian Hubicki from David vs. Goliath or something like that, where they're almost too likable to take to the end. That would be my concern with Rizzo.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's an art to be able to pull that off when you are just a likable person in general. To, like, not be yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. He seems very genuinely himself on the show.
Yeah.
And then last up, jib cuts. Saul, whose jib did you like the cut of this week?
Remind me what that is again.
It's just, have you ever heard the phrase, I like the cut of their jib?
No.
I feel like
I did this last time with you guys and I forgot.
I think we've explained. I remember having this exact explanation with you. Basically, it's just like an old person phrase where it's like, I kind of like the cut of their jib. Like, they do something small. This isn't like MVP of the episode or like all-star.
Oh, gotcha. Yes.
Someone who did like something like, so I'll do mine first for an example. My jib cut, and I teased it earlier, is Other Sophie. It was the first time we saw anything really from her, but she picked up on Christina, like the decoy thing. Like, I was like, she had a few confessionals. She was like bubbly, pleasant, and I was like, huh, I like the cut of your jib. I would say this is my second biggest jib cut of the season. My other one was MC after I think episode 1 or 2. I was early on the MC hype train. The true snuff heads know. She had like 2 confessionals or 1, and I was like, I like the cut of her jib. So I'm putting other Sophie up there too. I liked what I saw from her today. John, you go next, and then Saul, you can finish it out.
Oh man, I don't necessarily have a great one other than Sage, but I think she deserves it. She just had a great episode. Just the way she was able to hold all her hate in for so long, and just couldn't even put together that one last hug. That was pretty funny. I liked that. I like the cut of that.
She's a very obvious jib cut. I wanted to go a little off the wall, but she's a good pick.
Yeah.
Mine is my boy Alex. He's about to die. They're about to send his ass home. He gets a little ray of sunshine when Shannon says, I remember what it was like in the womb.
No, Steven. You mean Steven.
Or Steven.
Yeah.
And his response was, wow, really? That's incredible.
Yeah, that was really well played. You really believed it. Like, I was like, wow, he really, like, I mean, maybe Steven's fucking crazy too, and he did believe her, but I would assume he was just appeasing her.
I hope so. I think so.
Yeah.
You're doing anything at that point to stay alive, and he did it perfectly.
I appreciate that, because that's hard. Like, I've been in, like, especially like before at Barstool, like going to like work conferences, just like random things where like you're thrust into big groups of people, and you just know that like whatever's happening to you at all times, like this sucks. This is like so cringe. Like, I would never be a part of this. And just like the people who have like the ability to adapt into that, they go far, like in the company, they go far in life. Like, that's just a really good skill to have. And he nails that.
Yep. All right. That's all. Do you guys have anything else from the episode?
I think we hit on all the thoughts I had written down.
Saul, you got anything you want to plug or shout out?
I'm doing a comedy show Saturday night in New York City at UCB.
Nice.
With Ethan, Survivor winner Ethan.
Oh, wow.
We're doing it's called Outlast or Outlaugh season 2.
Nice.
10:30 p.m. Check out my Instagram.
All right. What is what that sounds interesting. I mean, I'm insulted I wasn't asked to be a part of it. But 2, I would love to go, but I have a wedding Saturday, so I can't. But what is it about?
So it's a Survivor comedy contest where a survivor or a comedian gets voted out every week. So if you want to be a part of it and be so Ethan and I are like the judges. Dude, they would love to have you if you want to do it.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. I love Survivor, and I started doing stand-up. Yeah. That sounds like it was made for me.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
I'll send you the details. Yeah, but go check out your Instagram for the tickets for anyone that doesn't have a wedding Saturday. Yeah. All right, cool. That's all I got. I'm sure we'll have you back on again before the end of the season.
Yeah.
Should be back live next week, barring anything coming up. That's it. Like, subscribe, follow Saul everywhere. Here's my one gripe with you, Saul. I love you all around. I always forget your handle on Twitter, and it doesn't pop up when I just type in SOLO. You got to go blame the SOL underscore.
Yeah, no underscore. On Twitter, it's blame the Solomon. On Instagram, blame the Solomon. I'll change it for you, Tommy.
Thank you. All right, that's it. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.